very much, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Tonight Show! Thank you. Well, guys, I'm having an odd day. This morning, I got an email from NBC asking what I accomplished last week. Yeah, everyone's talking about this. On Saturday, Elon Musk sent an email to all federal workers asking them to reply with 5 things they accomplished in the last week or risk being fired. Of course, the workers were furious, mostly about getting a work email on a Saturday. But, yeah, they need to respond with 5 accomplishments from the last week. Federal workers wrote back, I received this email, I opened this email, I read this email, I laughed at this email, and I deleted this email. 5. There's 5. The deadline for workers to respond is tonight at midnight. Yeah, it's hard to take it seriously when you're stealing rules from Cinderella. How much more of a pumpkin can I turn into? Find out at 12:01. Yep, Elon Musk wants every federal employee to list 5 things they did last week to prove their value. Well, Elon himself is a federal employee, so we went ahead and put together a recap of his weekly schedule. Check it out. Sunday, layoffs. Monday, speech. Tuesday, layoffs. Wednesday, post some memes. Thursday, fire FDA. Getbird flew from RFK. Friday, get some brunch with Ye. He's now in charge of the CIA. Run the country just like Twitter. Make Trump my son's babysitter. Hang with Miller, brawl with Bannon. Have more children than Nick Cannon. Bring a chainsaw to CPAC. Give Trump haircut. Get the back. Launch a rocket. Build a car. Both exploded. Don't go far. Firing, feeling glee. Trump just said you complete me. Firing, hiling, feeling glad. Like the son I've never had. Cut meme layoff, money spent. Doge cut layoff, weird accent. Cut meme, fake news, time to sleep. Here's hoping I don't fire me. Little recap. Yeah.
Chopping it up.
Thank you very much. Hey, did you guys see this? Today, hackers played an AI video of President Trump rubbing and kissing Elon Musk's feet on television screens at the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The White House believes the video was created by a disgruntled employee. So that narrows it down to the entire federal workforce. Switching gears to some entertainment news, DC Studios just announced that they're working on 2 new Batman movies. Yeah, in the next movie, the Batmobile goes up to a Cybertruck like, who did this to you? Some sports news, Major League Baseball's spring training just got underway, and they're using robotic umpires to help call balls and strikes. Anyway, if you want to know what a robot looks like dressed as an umpire, here you go. Well, don't worry about it. Speaking of baseball, for the first time in nearly 50 years, the New York Yankees are now allowing players to grow well-groomed beards. Man, if this doesn't get people fired up about baseball, I don't know what will. And finally, doctors are warning against a new viral TikTok trend in which users are dropping heavy objects on their feet. You know, at a certain point, we just have to let evolution do its thing. We have a great show. Give it up for The Roots, ladies and gentlemen.
The one and only in the flesh, Senegalese, Sierra Leone, invest to death. Yeah, rap's the best, yeah. Enough respect to Questo.
That's right. Sounding great. What a great show we have tonight. Some of my favorites are on the show tonight. She is a hilarious comedian and New York Times best-selling author. Her new book, I'll Have What She's Having, is available now. Chelsea Handler is here tonight. Plus, he is an award-winning actor currently starring in the new play Ghost, which is in previews now and opens March 10th at the Mitzi E. Newhouse Theater at Lincoln Center. Billy Crudup is joining us. One of the best actors in the world. I love that guy. He's an NHL All-Star from the reigning champion Florida Panthers. He also just represented Team USA in the first ever Four Nations face-off, which was watched by over 16 million people. Matthew Tkachuk is here tonight. He's awesome. And we got great music from Waxahachie, everybody. Oh, Waxahachie! Speaking of great music, I was so honored to be part of this this past Friday. I was the host of SNL, had a giant concert at Radio City. SNL, oh, I got a bunch of cards here, a bunch of pictures. SNL 50 Homecoming, it was called.
Yeah.
I saw you there, Hig.
I was there.
Yeah. It was one of the most exciting, best concerts I've ever seen in my entire life. The Roots were the house band, every single song. I don't know how you did it. I came out, I hosted the show. I knew that Aykroyd wasn't coming, but I wanted to give a tribute to him and the Blues Brothers. So I opened up with the Blues Brothers. I did Soul Man, and I danced like John Belushi. And I love John Belushi. And I was out of breath for the rest of the concert. But it was so fun. As I was doing it, I'm doing it, trying to go as crazy as I can, And as I was looking, I see Chevy Chase, and he goes, "Oh." It's those little things, man. You don't forget that. I'll never forget that he did that. That was so cool of him to do that. Then I got to introduce Miley Cyrus and Brittany Howard. That was unbelievable. They did a tribute to Queen's crazy little thing called Love, and then she did Flowers. Yeah. She's just unbelievable. She's a pro, Miley Cyrus. Unbelievable. Yeah, so that's not enough. Everyone, right there, if I went home, I'd be happy. Yeah. Me doing Out of Breath Blues Brothers.
Right.
Miley Cyrus doing Flowers. You go home. No. Bad Bunny comes out. Yeah. Crushes it. He's great. He's a stud. He just knows how to do it. Then Eddie Vedder comes out. And that, by the way, Eddie Vedder did a tribute to
Tom Petty?
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was beautiful. And then he did a version of Corduroy with Captain Kirk on shredding on guitar so bad. That was one of the highlights of the whole night for me, was seeing you shred. The audience went crazy. It was so impressive. I'm just gonna I'll run down real fast who was there. Backstreet Boys.
Oh, they destroyed.
Oh, these are all photos. Sorry, these are photos about my story. Sorry, if you missed that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me as the Blues
Out of
Brothers.
breath.
Yeah. That's Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ours.
That's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
All right, so we're up to here. This is Backstreet Boys.
Oh.
Backstreet Boys killed so hard that I couldn't believe that they destroyed. They destroyed everyone, 5,000 people in Radio City, all with their eyes closed, going, "You are my fire." It destroyed. And I tell you, oh my God, Backstreet's back.
Tonight.
They were great. Then I had to talk a little bit in here as they set up for Mumford & Sons. And so they go, "Jimmy, just riff on something." And so, okay, great. So they go to the stage. So I go off to the stage. They go, who will be there? They go, "You'll see Seinfeld. And then Keith Richards might be over there. And then your wife might be sitting there.
Right.
And then Adam Sandler." I go, "This is great. I'll do an impression of Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I'll do Mick Jagger for Keith Richards. I'll say hi to my wife." Yeah. And then I go, "Hey, boy, hey, ooh, yeah," to Adam Sandler.
Win, yeah.
It's like impression ping pong or pinball. So I go there. I go, "Great." I go to the thing. Nika is our stage manager. She goes, "All right, here you go in action. Jerry Seinfeld, always class act." I do, "Oh, we're gonna be done." He does, "Yes, I know." He's funny. He's laughing. Jess is great and laughing. And then as I'm walking down, you go, "Hey, no Sandler." I go, "He's not. No, Adam's not here." "No." And yes, I'm ending on Sandler. "He's not there." I go, "Keith?" And you go, No Keith." And I go, "It's my what?" And you go, "No." It's live. It's live TV. So I'm like, anyway, and I don't know anyone who's there now. Might be seat fillers maybe while they're going to the bathroom or something. So I'm just like, anyway, I once was on the show Saturday Night Live. And I'm like, what am I talking about? So then I go up to intro Mumford & Sons, and I'm assuming they're gonna have like blah blah blah. They sold 10 million records, this whole thing. They won Grammys, but Laura doesn't like that stuff. No. So it says, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mumford & Sons."
Yeah.
That's my intro. I go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mumford & Sons." Yeah. I see Marcus Mumford. He goes, "That was a great intro to us." How long have we known each other? That was a fantastic. What you really must put a lot of thought into that. Then I think one of my favorites, Bonnie Raitt. Oh. Yeah. Bonnie Raitt, Thing Called Love, and then did I Can't Make You Love Me with Chris Martin.
Oh.
Just great. Then Post Malone reunites with Nirvana. Post Malone reunites with Nirvana. It's the most insane thing ever. And I go, I got it, because I'm backstage. I'm kind of missing the whole concert. I go, I gotta get out there and see this. So I sneak back in front of the stage, from backstage on the side, and I go, it's crazy loud and just awesome. Post Malone, Dave Grohl going crazy, Chris, crush it. Oh, it's the best. And they crush it, and everyone's like, yeah, and they get off stage, and they're rock stars, and they get brought around, and they get brought around right where I'm standing. So they're all sweaty and rock stars, like, well, and Chris goes, hey, Jimmy. I go, no, I'm out here to say, and Post is like, what's up, man? And I go, no, go be rock stars or whatever. But they got out of the way, and they were just rock stars. Could have ended there, but it didn't. David Byrne and Robin.
Oh, wow.
And then they did the dance together, and it was awesome, and it looked good. Then Cher. When I tell you, dude, mind-blowing. Does she sound so good, but also looks phenomenal. Everyone in the crowd was like, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
Is this
a hologram? Yeah.
This was real. She was so good. That's Cher. Only Cher could do that. Then Lady Gaga comes out. And then the show ended better than anything. I was like, it was just, how are we going to do this? Jack White performed a version of Rockin' in the Free World into Seven Nation Army.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, it could have gone on forever. It was the greatest thing ever. And then right as I was finished, I went back to find you guys because I was just hoping you were alive. Because you did one of the greatest, best performances I've ever seen you do. Roots, the night wouldn't be anything without you. The best. Great directing, Beth McCarthy-Miller. Thank you, Sarah Live. I'm just honored to be part of that whole thing. Guys, it's been a long winter, and I bet we're all looking for something new. A new adventure, maybe even a brand new you. Well, you're in luck, because every night this week, one audience member will get to look in the mirror and see a whole new version of themselves and say, yes. That's right, it's Yassify Week at The Tonight Show. Every night this week, we're choosing someone to yassify. We've got over 20,000 submissions, and tonight's winner is Jaslyn. Jaslyn is a 24-year-old. She's from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. It's been a big day for her. Let's take a look.
Hey, I'm Jaslyn.
And we're her friends.
I'm gonna be getting yassified today, and we're about to pick my look. Taste the rainbow. Wow.
Jaslyn's like a cool, fun uncle, and that's like very reflective in her style.
Low glam, low effort.
It's giving khakis, it's giving sweater.
Some style inspos for me are like fishermen and like hikers. I'm expecting that tasting the rainbow is gonna be very bright colors. Yeah, I'm a big candy connoisseur. I don't know if my friends told you that.
She does love candy.
She does love candies.
My mom did my prom makeup, and that was probably the last time I was really face beat.
She is bringing yas to our lives personally.
Yas.
Now, Jaslyn has been sequestered since her yassification, so she hasn't even seen herself yet, and her friends haven't seen her either. The studio has been swept for any recording devices to make sure the entire process has been cloaked in secrecy. We got our friends right here. Say hello, everyone. Hi. All right, and don't remove the blindfolds until I tell you. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Very much.
Yes.
Yes. Let me ask you, why do you think Jaslyn needs to be yassified?
Well, like she said, the last time that she got yassified was for prom, so I'm excited to see her get yassified once again.
Audience, you ready to see the brand new yassified Jaslyn? All right, here's Jaslyn before, and here she is now. Jaslyn, come on out. So much for doing this, for being here. You look fantastic. Guys, are you ready to see Jaslyn?
Yes!
Okay, take off your blindfolds.
Oh my God.
She looks phenomenal.
God.
Phenomenal.
What you look like?
No.
Yeah. Now is for the most important reveal of all. Jaslyn, are you ready to see yourself?
Please, yeah.
All right, face the mirror, please. 3, 2, 1, Yassify! Wow.
Yas.
Yas for sure. What do you guys think? Pretty yas? Pretty great. You look phenomenal. There you have it. Happy Yassify week, everybody. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Come on over, guys.